not somebody that has worked in a place, retired or what have you, and went to retire into politics. We're talking about somebody who has taken something from nowhere, made it into something, and something is still surviving. You see, a leader is a creator. Like we said about entrepreneurship, is a creator of value. When you create that value, you don't want to see the value die. You don't want to see what you have created go to waste. An entrepreneur is a man that abhors wastage. If you are not producing, you should not be on that table. You should not be on that chair. Be managing people. You are not productive. Because if the leader is not productive, the followers can never be productive. It's not possible. It's not possible. You can't give what you don't have. So the lifestyle of a leader, of an entrepreneur, is just what you see in a leader. Honesty, character, vision. That this is where I'm going. If I'm not going to get there, anything that is not going to get me there, what is it that is going to get me there? How do I remove it from the space and move forward? The moment you have those as leaders in the community, sincerely speaking, the community will witness change. There's no two way about it. You don't need to pray for change. Sorry, you don't need to pray for progress. Progress is work done. Wow. It is work done. Working towards progress, you won't get progress. It's not possible. Let's stop deceiving ourselves in Nigeria. You can't pray for progress. You have to work for progress. So if a leader is a progressive person, what do you mean by leading? Leading is taking you to a point from point A to point B. So how do you get to B? It's the leader that will show you the way to point B. So if you can't get to point B, it becomes a big problem. It becomes a big issue. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about. So that's the.
I salute your depth. You know, your knowledge is awesome. I just want to. We need more people like you in the Nigerian business environment. Now, how can a small business owner make his business resilient?
Yeah, resilience is about, we're talking about the business environment. Yes, the business environment is the environment that gives you the ability or the platform to create value. It is still the environment that is going to create the challenge that you are going to turn into opportunities. Opportunities both for you and the community. Oh, there's no light in Nigeria. We rarely, in Shagamu today, we rarely have 6 hours of electricity in a day. So the man looks at it. There's a challenge in the community, that same community. So resilience will be the ability, so to speak, to remain focused to the issues and gathering the whole environment, the whole business environment around that vision, around that opportunity that you have identified. You see, once you can work perfectly with your business environment, with your stakeholders, your business becomes resilient. Simple as that. Once you see, the reason why the hustler can fade away is because he has no environment he's working with. He has no stakeholders that he's considering. The reason a businessman can start a business and in 5 or 10 years the business dies is because there is no community or there's no stakeholder environment around him. But the environment of the entrepreneur is made up of so many people that benefit from that enterprise. So people benefit from your enterprise, the more resilient your enterprise becomes.
Wow.
The more resilient the enterprise becomes. It is like people are saying, no, this business will not die. If a business that is providing employment opportunity opportunities for a community is about to die, what do you think the community will do?
Wow, they come together.
If a business that is paying good salary, treating the customers well, is about to die, what do you think the workers will do? They will increase productivity. Because they know that, look, if this our business dies, what happens to us? So resilience is based on the entrepreneurship mindset of providing value for as many people as possible.
Wow. Wow.
That's the environment.
Wow. 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 Awesome. You said it's but you see, I want to puncture your argument, because you see, in Nigeria we talk about and we talk about resilience, but how can you be resilient when there is no infrastructure?
You see, that is where the opportunities are. That is where we keep talking about infrastructure as if it is an impediment. But I keep telling people that those impediments, there's a saying that every obstacle that is thrown at your path becomes a stepping stone. Now, these same impediments that we see, the Indians, the Chinese coming into our environment, is it that they don't see it? Is it that they don't see it? They see it too, but they have learned. You see, and that is why let me a lot to say about these issues. That's why we said the entrepreneur must have a mindset of stress. Now, you have to study the Chinese and the Indians. What makes them tick? What makes them tick? What are those things that they do that makes it possible for their businesses to thrive, even where there are challenges? To a community. We did a study one time and found out that indigenes in a particular locations are usually the worst type of business owners because they are laid back. But when you have an outsider coming into that community, it comes with the mindset that it is either I succeed or die.
Wow.
Because he knows there's nothing for him to fall back to. So you need to understudy what makes these people that come into your community work, make money, and live. They transfer. Some of them don't even live. They marry, they intermarry, they naturalize. So one of those things that we found out about these people is the meaning of community. They come together, they help themselves. You see, you can't be an entrepreneur and not be an angel investor. Especially when you see somebody that is honestly trying to survive. You will know when you dip your hand into your pocket and say, oh boy, take this and add to what you have so that you can make it and move higher in the hierarchy of needs. Why? Because you can see value. You can see somebody that is ready to create value that you love creating. The only way you so when you look at the Chinese Indian community, they have access to free funds, cheap funds. There are people come together, and in Nigeria, there's a group that I really want to commend for the way they do their enterprise. The Igbo man goes after every church service on Sunday. He goes to the real Igbo man goes to a parapor meeting, a town hall meeting.
Yeah.
Wherever they are in Nigeria, whether they are in Sokoto, Kano, Shagamu, Ijebu-Ode, wherever, even Yobe, they must go to a town hall meeting. You know what happens when they tell them? They come with their problems and say, there is an uncle. Uncle, I have this business idea. They've seen him doing something. They know this man to be a honest businessman, to be a very, very forward-looking businessman. They say, okay, let's see how we can help you. They bring money together and give it to him, and that guy pays the money back and what he collected. Why? Because he collected it from community. So like somebody was asking for the lifestyle of an entrepreneur. The entrepreneur is a community man. And when we talk of community, Community does not end with your local listing or your people or whatever. Every other person. Somebody, a friend of mine, long time ago, I think he's a pastor now, once told me about when he was having a challenge. NYC gave him a contract and he needed money. He needed money to fund to keep the contract. Do you know the person that helped him? One of his staffs, one young girl, saw how he was struggling to do what? Raise money. He saw how he was struggling to raise money to do that contract. And the girl called him and said, "Sir, I think I can talk to my mother."
Wow.
That's his community.
Wow.
He said, I think I can. The mother gave the man, the exact amount he needed. So you see, once you are a man of purpose, people will see it. God has been working with you. I've heard a lot of good things about you. I have 5 million and you need 5 million to execute a contract of 13 million and make a profit of 8 million. Why won't I give you? When I know that you are honest, I know that the contract is there. My daughter that works for you told me that the contract is there for the taking, that you've gotten the contract. So community is very, very, very important. And that is where we miss in Nigeria, the business environment, our so-called businessmen and all that, we forget community. We can't do it alone. Community involved. You remember we told you about shareholders when we're talking of the stakeholder environment.
Yeah.
Institute corporate governance. A business without if you come to meet me now and tell me that you need money, the first thing I look at is who are the people backing you? Who are the people surrounding your business? You are the only owner of your business. You go to CAC and you say because there's a new law that says one person can just be the owner of a business, you are happy. You shouldn't be happy. You have to get people that believe in your business to come to you and be with you, support you. Once I see that, even banks, there's a way they rate loan applications, credit applications.
Key man risk.
Exactly. If anything happens to you, what happens to your business? Who are the people around your business that surround you? So those are the things that these Indians and these Chinese have done perfectly that make them to be able to do what? Surmount the same challenges that we are talking about right now. Challenges are meant to be turned into opportunities. Once you turn them into opportunities, they're no longer challenges for the people coming after you. It becomes a smooth. Exactly.
Wow. You have spoken very well. So we should see challenges as opportunities.
Exactly.
So, for example, I want to speak to this area of electricity. How can a small business owner who is into production, how can he surmount the challenge of electricity? Because the cost of production will go up. How do you navigate through those minefields?
You see, it's as simple as it is. It's just go and buy your generator.
Wow.
Now, let me tell you something that we have to be. Let me tell you something that we have to be very mindful of. Do you know that if we are going to start having electricity in Nigeria, maybe 24/7, we have to pay more? This is something many people do not want to listen to or do not want to hear.
Do you work for the electricity company? Are you with the disco?
In fact, when you know my relationship with them, the problem we have with the privatization of that sector was that it wasn't well done. But the truth again is that if they are going to give us 24/7 light, they have to upgrade their facilities, their instruments or whatever they are using. They are all the stations, what they call it, change. Where are they going to get money for that? You see, if you are going to still continue paying what you are paying now, the people that are supposed to give them money will not give them money because they know that we will be able to raise money to pay them back their loans. It's as simple as ABC. So now, but that's not where I'm going, so that people do not misconstrue me. Where I'm going is that by the time we start having 24/7 electricity in Nigeria, The money you'll be paying for electricity to all these distribution companies, there are some parts of Lagos that are on 24/7 light. Go to Magodo, they pay 50 naira, 50 to 70 naira per kilowatt of electricity. I pay 22 naira. Yeah. The meaning of that is that they are paying 3 times what I pay. So if they're going to be on a, what I pay to put fuel in my generator to have 24/7 electricity is what the man in Magodo is paying the Ikeja Electric Distribution Company. So at the end of the day, you having a generator to power electricity by that time when there will be 24/7 light, and having a generator now, there's no difference. I hope you understand the maths. I hope people listening to me understand the maths. They are going to pay more. I don't know these people. I don't have any business in the, I'm in the FMCG sector and I work in the agricultural sector. But I know this for reality and I don't fool myself. And the entrepreneurs don't fool themselves. So they face reality because it's from reality that you get the value or you get the opportunities. If you're not facing realities, how are you going to see opportunities? Opportunities are realities. They are not pipe dreams. They are realities. So you have to face reality. And the reality is that the Nigerian economy, for it to change, we need to spend more money.
Wow.
That's why when I like Tokwe Fashwa that is always saying that our budget is damn too low. Yes, that's the truth. You can't spend those type of money and expect an economic growth. You have to, wherever you're going to get the money to spend on infrastructure, you have to look for it.
You have to
same applies to the. You say what?
You have to spend money to make money.
You have to spend money to make money. You see, the reason why the return on investment in Nigeria is extremely high is these things that we've mentioned, the opportunities that we see, the